In culture war news, the state of Texas has passed a law that requires its state colleges to get rid of diversity offices and its campuses. So yeah, this has obviously been an issue, and Texas isn't so thrilled with the diversity, equity, and inclusion in its state, and said, you know what? What if our state colleges don't have those offices? Because we think it's really, really dumb. We don't really like it. So kind of going the Florida route over here. Of course, because they are the state's colleges, the state obviously has a lot more control over what kind of offices, and even to some degree, what is taught at those colleges. You get into issues with tenure and some other stuff. It gets a little bit complicated in the college domain, as opposed to high school, where the state has even more control. So, like when Governor DeSantis was passing some of the stuff through K through 12, Florida had more control, and here it get a little bit more nebulous because they're colleges. But in any case, this shouldn't be a problem because this only speaks to an office rather than the teaching. So it shouldn't be a problem. And they ban it as a matter of state law. So let's learn a little bit more about this. Governor Abbott has signed a bill aimed at dismantling diversity, equity, and inclusion offices and programs in colleges after months of debate. With this bold, forward-thinking legislation to eliminate the program, Texas is leading the nation in ensuring our campuses return to focusing on strength of diversity and promoting a merit-based approach where individuals are judged on qualifications, skills, and contributions. Wow. Yeah. I mean, how about based on merits? Whoa. Maybe it should be based on merit. That sounds good. Yeah, let's do that. What sets the bill apart from other proposals is that the legislation delivers strong enforcement with mandates to return Texas colleges and universities to the core mission of education and innovating. The bill, of course, was challenged by Democrats every step of the way because they super love the diversity, equity, and inclusion. But starting January 2024, so basically in the spring semester, Texas campuses must eliminate the diversity, equity, and inclusion offices, the mandatory statements, and any related training. In addition to closing down the offices, the new law prohibits colleges from requiring diversity statements from job applicants and conducting mandatory training relating to this. So no more struggle sessions in work training. So that's positive news. Utah Austin's president of the campus is one of few college leaders to make a public statement about the bill. He asked for community's patience while his team worked to understand the contours of the new legal framework and how the UT system will implement oversight. What will not change is our university's leadership commitment to attracting, supporting, retaining exceptionally talented staff, faculty, and students with diverse backgrounds and perspectives, and fostering and celebrating diversity across our community. UT Austin president of the campus not having a great time over here. He's not super thrilled that the state is mandating how he has to run his campus, but it is a state school. So, it belongs to the state. So buckle up, buckaroo. And if you don't want the job, I'll take it. You can elect me college president. I'll do a great job. Abbott also signed a bill that codifies tenure into state law and makes it easier for universities to revoke the designation from faculty. So the entire idea of tenure, where a person essentially can't be fired for cause, is an issue of state law. And this had been a little bit more informal, or a little bit on the common law. So now we signed a bill that codifies the concept and also makes it easier to revoke it, so we don't get stuck with bad faculty forever. Republican lawmakers had tried to eliminate the designation in Texas altogether, but apparently unable to get that far. Tenure, which is awarded based on merit, guarantees professors academic freedom. The process to obtain it usually takes 6 years, during which faculty obtains performance reviews. Currently, tenure policies indicate professors can only be terminated for justifiable cause or under extreme circumstances, such as a program's discontinuation or severe financial restraint. Many professors had said such protections are essential as they teach and conduct research. Under the new law, universities will now be able to dismiss professors for exhibiting professional incompetence or moral turpitude, neglecting duty to professional responsibilities, failing to complete post-tenure review, violating law or policies of a university or institution, being convicted of a crime, or engaging in unprofessional conduct. Well, those all sound like good things to me. Those sound like good reasons to no longer have people be teachers if they're breaking the law or engaging in moral turpitude or otherwise being incompetent. So seems like the Texas legislature is really trying to make sure that teachers, actually competent. Thus, that brings us to the end of the story of Texas joining Florida in fighting the good fight in the culture war. And I am thrilled because I am tired of all this shit. I am glad that Texas is fighting this fight as well they should, and making sure that, schools do school things like teaching education and not so much with the indoctrination and the cultural Marxism and the bullshit. So all that good stuff. So that is going into effect this January. No more DEI offices, no more mandatory training, no more bullshit. So I guess now the people who really love it will have to have their secret society and poetry readings in a cave or something. I don't know. And that for the moment brings us to the end of discussion of this story.